This isn't a good look. Hey everyone, Lauren here from Corner of Hope and Mane. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the 5 main reasons why I prefer synthetic 75% of the time. Not 100% of the time, not this much, just this much. So to kick things off, let me know what you prefer to wear. Do you prefer synthetic? Type synthetic in the comments. Are you a human hair fan? Type human in the comments. Do you switch it up and do both? Type both in the comments. So curious to know what you guys wear as well. Okay, so the first reason why I tend to lean more towards synthetic is that I live in Texas. And what do you have in Texas? You have the heat. It is super, super hot here for a good 6 or 7 months out of the year. So my go-to style is what you see today. I do this little updo probably 95% of the time. Dump truck. Dump truck right in front of the house. Let's give him a second. Okay, do I feel like I look boring every single day? Maybe. Do I care? Not one bit, because when it's 110 degrees, I'm happy for this, okay? Human hair is more expensive and it's so pretty. It's meant to be worn down. Of course you can wear it up, but it's just too pretty to wear up. So when I wear human hair, I wanna wear it down and wavy, and it's too hot for that for too long out of the year. So that's reason number 1 why I tend to prefer synthetic. Reason number 2, let's talk about the sun. The sun can beat on this head all day long and the color will stay just as you see it here. It won't fade, it won't oxidize, it will look just like it did right out of the box. And you can't really say the same for human hair. Human hair is going to fade over time. It's going to become a little bit more dull. It might turn a little bit more red. I seem to have that a lot with human hair. So with synthetic, you're just a little bit safer on the sun side. So what you really should be doing with your human hair, if you're noticing that you're running into this problem, is definitely use a UV protectant on your hair. John Renault Blown Away Blow Dry Balm is one I've been using. It's really good, but any UV protectant will go a long way in protecting that color. But the ultimate defense in preserving that color, it's synthetic hair. Number 3. All right, so let's talk color. A lot of you guys know I tend to prefer ashier tones, neutral tones, but with human hair, a lot of the time you're gonna get red. I can pull off red shades. A lot of you guys have said that you actually like those on me, and I totally appreciate the compliments. It's just not where my comfort is. So I tend to prefer shades like this. It's a little bit more on the neutral side. Love it. But when you compare it to most human hair, here's a good example. You can see how red that is, right? Maybe not so much in the video. I promise you, when I compare these two, like against the window, this red is emanating. It is glowing. There's a lot of red here. Beautiful color, but just not my personal preference, I guess. Let's talk about number 4. All right, guys, when you first get a human hair wig, it tends to look close to this. So disregard the color. Color's not right. Color can be changed in most instances. But what I mean is the fact that it kind of hangs, the density is a little bit off. It's just very raw and uncut, unlike a synthetic piece, which comes perfectly styled. So this can be really scary to people who get human hair for the first time, and they see all of these reviews on Instagram or YouTube, and they take it out of the box and they're like, what did I just purchase? So I totally get it. This is how a human hair wig looks right out of the box on me. So let's contrast that to this one. This is the same wig, different color, admittedly kind of crudely thrown on my head right now, so it's not perfect. But you can see when you add a little bit of styling, when you play with the density a little bit, it looks 100% better. So this is not right out of the box. When you first get that human hair, really work with this front area, and you have to take a blow dryer and redirect those knots. It's not so much just to push the hair back off your face with a blow dryer. You need to really work in there and get to the knots that are below the surface of the piece and redirect them to get the hair to go in the direction that you want. If you don't do that, you'll have that hair hanging in your face the entire time, and believe me, I know how annoying that is. Reason number 5. Let's just be honest. So human hair generally takes a lot more time to deal with than synthetic. but at the same time, not a ton of time, because when you were working with your biological hair, you were drying it every day, you were styling it every day, you were poofing it up every day, you were teasing it, concealing it, and doing all of that. Well, human hair definitely takes a lot more time than synthetic hair, but when you compare it back to your old days, it actually takes less time. So I know that's really confusing. It really does take some time to style human hair, okay? If you figure out that you are probably washing it, if you're wearing it every day, let's just call it once per week. So you're gonna have to at least style it once per week, and you're probably gonna have to touch it up in between. With synthetic hair, you don't really have to worry about that. You know, you wash it, you hang it upside down to dry, it stays perfectly fine until the next time that you wash it. So you do get a little bit of time savings with synthetic hair. Am I lazy? Maybe. I mean, I'd like to think not in real life, but when it comes to my hair, certainly. You know, like many of you guys, I work, I have kids, I've got Cub Scouts, I've got baseball, I've got a million different things going on. So the last thing I want to do in the little bit of free time that I have is to like wash and dry my hair. All right, guys, so those are the 5 reasons why I tend to prefer synthetic more often than not. If you want a full list of pros and cons comparing human hair to synthetic hair, check out the link below. I have a little download for you if you want to hang on to that for your own purposes. And hey, if you liked this video, hit subscribe, hit the bell. That way you'll be notified when I put a new video out. And if you found it helpful, if you wouldn't mind hitting that little like button, I would appreciate it.